So now it's the final step of PLL and also the final step of the whole solving Rubik's Cube. So I'm not going to teach any new algorithm. I'm still using old algorithms that I've taught in beginner methods, which is monster recipe. And how can monster recipe help us solve this last step? So here, in this case, we have got 3 edges not yet solved. And the point is, we need to see, actually we can put one edge to the second layer, and then we can match this one, move this to here by monster recipe if we do it correctly. So how to do it? First, we need to set up correct starting position. And the key thing is we need to check which side is completely correct. Here, this is completely correct. We put it at the back. And we treat the back as the monster. If you haven't learned monster recipe, please check it out. The link in my video description. And after you put the correct position here, remember the monster is here. And before doing monster recipe, we need to do one setup, which is depending on the color of this edge at the front. If this is green, then look at the green side, then we are using this green as the brief position. And before doing that, we need to do hand up. After doing hand up, what we need to do is to match the color before doing monster recipe. Remember, before doing monster recipe, we need to move the edge to match the color of the side. So both green here, same color. And now this is the correct starting position for before doing monster recipe. Remember, for doing monster recipe, we need to remember where is the monster. This is the monster at the back. So the first step here. So monster recipe is done, but it's not yet finished because we have to hand up in the very beginning to change it for a position suitable for monster recipe. So now we also need to do hand down to reverse the hand up in the beginning. Now it's complete, solved. So let me try another case. Now you can see that we have this one as the completely correct face. We put it at the back. We see this is green, and now green is on the left. So we need to do left hand side instead of right hand side. So remember, we need to set up the correct position before doing monster recipe. And remember, the monster is at the back. The setup for monster recipe here is hand up. Whether hand up here or hand up here, all depends on the color of the front edge here. And if this is green, look up the green, whether this is left or right. If this is left, then we do left hand side hand up and match the color here. Then we can do monster recipe here. So monster recipe is done, but don't forget the last move, which is obvious, hand down to complete the whole cube. And one more thing. Sometimes you may have a tricky case that you can't find any correct face. All the 4 faces each has one incorrect edge here. So in this case, you don't need to pick up a so-called correct face at the back. Any face is correct. You just need to do the recipe like what I've told you before. For easier communication, maybe I call it final boss recipe. So you just need to do it one more time. Thank you.